not yesterday, 27th day of June, which was Monday, where we attached as FM1 the inventory taken of items taken from Ndianguyi's house. You will, on the face of it, discover that the annexure SI1 of the replying affidavit of the respondents appears to be a forgery. And which makes the second.
So which one are you referring to?
I would request that my lord has both of them. The one attached to the respondent's replying affidavit, the first page, and the one attached to our father affidavit, floor FM1. Ours is in color. Theirs is in black. Oh, I'm told it's also in black and white. It's my copy that is in color. If you look at those two, my lord.
Just give me a minute.
Also, here, house. This one does not have recovered. 2025 on the petitioner's supporting affidavit is typed, while the 25...
I thought you go
Yeah.
over the respondents.
Okay, let me do that.
And when you are done, you now come to the petitioner
that.
so that there
It's
is...
methodical.
Yes.
Okay.
So
The differences, we have noticed
the
several
date
differences.
has 21st.
I had
June
ST
20, yes.
to signify 21st.
Yes.
And the date 2025, 20 is typed,
Yes.
25
Yes.
is written by hand.
Yes.
Then it has 6 items. It ends at number 6. Witness Jane Jango. Then when you come to the respondents, not to the respondents, to the applicant.
So you're done with the respondents?
I'm done with the respondents.
So the differences are
the differences are
date,
the
year,
21st does not have an ST. And the
items
year,
are 6. I'm done. I've marked 21st ST.
Yes, and then the 2025 is typed whole. It's not written by hand. Unlike theirs.
I'm on the respondents.
Oh, we finished with the respondents. I've now started with ours.
So I'm confirming that I got you right.
Yeah, the differences
21st
ST and 25 written in pen.
Yes.
Instead of typing.
Okay. Then the items are 6.
Are 6.
The witness Jane Jango.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Those are the 3 notable things in that one.
Mm-hmm.
On the one by the petitioner,
yes,
the date does not have ST, and I've just noticed one more issue, but I'll mention it. Doesn't have ST, and 2025 is wholly typed, not written by hand. And this particular, if you allow me to point a difference I didn't point on the other.
No, let's go.
All of it, yeah.
No, let's go the way you went.
Okay,
The
and then
items
I
you
come
identified, then you now highlight the one you think is outstanding.
Inventory of items above the date taken.
Mm-hmm.
Inventory of items taken.
Mm-hmm.
It says ceased from inventory of items taken,
Stroke seized
for the purpose of investigations.
Yes.
Note that one. I'll come back to show a difference somewhere else. Then we go to the items. My Lord, this one has 7 items. That is the petitioners. And there is overwriting on the item numbers. Number 6 is cancelled because number 5 appears to continue up to number 6, so it's cancelled. Number 6 is cancelled. Number 7,
item,
the numbering. You can see a cancellation on the letter 6, and then an imposed writing on the number below to be 6. A cancellation below number 6, the imposed number 6, and then an imposed number 7. So the petitioners are 7 items and the numbering has been changed.
Yes.
Then witness, it is cut, but it appears, the signature appears to be there. This other one. Where is it? You can see House of Kinyagia, Ndianguyi. A feature that is also will distinguish the petitioners is the item number 7, which talks of okay. Item number 7 is that on our annexure, the petitioner's annexure,
Your Lordship, I don't know if it is proper at this moment for me to clarify.
No.
No.
is 2 pages. Ours, it's all on 1 page. Oh, this is yeah. So we do not have the signature. And this is sealed. This is sealed. No, this is sealed. No. No, that's sealed. The last distinction between the two I would like to point out now is on the rest. It is inventory of items taken stroke seized from the suspect, seen for the purpose of investigation. Now, if you look at the petition,
the words inventory appear at the top.
The word that is not similar in both is the word sin, as in sin of crime. Whereas the respondents one in that heading has the word sin, and these are the word sin does not appear on the copy of the petitioners. I'm not a document examiner, but even the writings appear different. So with respect, we suspect that the exhibits annexed the replying affidavit of the Director of Investigations, matter said by the caretaker, who has not sworn an affidavit, and who appears to have made a general statement, not a statement to the deponent. If you look at paragraph 14 of the respondent's affidavit, it says, the said caretaker informed officers that the second petitioner had left the house earlier in company of another man and two unknown ladies. He doesn't say he has been told by her, which he verily believes to be true. It's a marketplace statement. He said to the officers, this is hearsay, should be expunged, unless the lady herself swears affidavit and avails herself for cross-examination. What if the two others he left with were an advance party to abduct, while the others come back and serve? Those are things we can never know.
Yes.
I sit just down with one proposition, the coincidence of the house being broken into by the police, which they now admit, and my colleagues will be dealing with the illegalities of that, and his disappearance, and the conduct of the DCI and the police generally in this country in matters relating to abduction, leads to the inescapable conclusion that indeed they arrested him and then ransacked his house. I yield to my colleagues.
My Lord, very briefly.
Just a minute.
Start from the point that I assume that the respondents recognize that we are in a country operating under the rule of law. And if they accept that fact, then a competent court having made an order, I've never seen orders that are so express and explicit like this one, directing the IG, Mr. Kanja, and the DCI, Mr. Amin, to produce Mr. Ndianguyi Kinyagia on the 1st of July 2025 at 11 a.m. That's the first part of that order. It is 12:43 at the time I'm speaking. And the two gentlemen have not produced Mr. Ndianguyi Kinyagia. This court specifically directed them that if they fail to produce him, in default, they have to attend court to show cause. So we all agree there is no production, but I can see they are not here. I'm only seeing Mr. Maro. He's not the DCI, he's not the IG. So if you're operating under the rule of law, at the very bare minimum, the two gentlemen should be in court doing the explanations which counsel is purporting to do from the back. Because underlying all this is the liberty and the life of a citizen at stake. We may speak all the English, but there is an individual whose life and liberty is at stake at the end of the day. And that should be the primary concern of all the parties and the law. And in furtherance to that limb, my Lord, Mr. Ndianguyi seemed to have only attracted the attention of the respondents.
That is the second petition.
The second petition seemed to have only attracted the attention of the respondents on the 18th of June.
On 18th?
18th of June 2025, and that is, my Lord, as per the annexed and the replying affidavit, page 10. Sorry, on the 19th of June. 19th of June, as per the annexure found at page 10 of the replying affidavit, is a letter signed by one Zachary Kariuki, the DCI Operations Support Unit. And that letter, my lord, it is the first time that the question of liberty of the second petitioner is being discussed. Before that day,
Just a minute. You are referring to
page 10 of the replying affidavit of the respondents.
that item is
It's a letter dated 20th of June. It's a letter from National Police Service, the letterhead, Directorate of Criminal
so it's
Investigation.
addressed to who?
It's addressed to the Director General Communications Authority of Kenya. The DCA is addressing the Director General Communications Authority of Kenya to help them trace.
The letter is dated?
Dated 20th of June 2025. And on the 21st of June, they are its residents as confirmed by the inventory, the two inventories. So the only person who publicly is known to be interested in the second petitioner are the respondents, no other person. And it is also not in doubt that he disappears on that 21st of June. If it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, it can only be a duck. And in their replying affidavit, they are speaking to recoveries of items in his house, confirming presence in the scene. They are not speaking to investigating or finding this man, the substance of this habeas application. If they were really minded to protect the fundamental rights of the second petitioner, and if they didn't know where he is, the report to court today will have been the number of witnesses they've questioned, the track and trace they have deployed, the CCTVs they have seen around the scene, to explain the whereabouts of a Kenyan who they will have said they took in their custody. But to the extent they are not talking about that, they are only talking about the items they've recovered and a purported expose. We can only conclude they have it. And those are the questions. If the orders of this court issued yesterday were complied with, we will be asking the two gentlemen and their subordinates whose names appear on the inventory to have been present at the residence of the second petition.
Yes.
So, my Lord, as I conclude, I will pray that this honorable court, to the extent that we have this order still in force, to give dignity and to assert the authority of the judicial process, with the participation and the presence of the two, Mr. Kanja and Mr. Amin, in person answering this question, and their subordinates who have signed this inventory. only one agency in this country in the supporting affidavit of Florence Muturi have not been denied the presence of Subarus and the gentlemen in those Subarus in civilian in violation of the law as noted. They make no mention to them. Do give justice to the second petitioner and his family.
You want to add?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yeah.
There are certain aspects, Your Lordship. I'll be
Which
speaking
ones?
directly to the affidavit.
Which ones?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Which ones?
Your Lordship, I'll be sticking to the contents of a supplementary affidavit, the issue of the arrest warrants, and averments by manual for the respondents in terms of their interest with the second respondent.
But what has senior counsel done? What has Mr. Willis Otieno done?
Your Lordship, if you would indulge me, perhaps you will find that.
I will, but I want to find out
Yes, Your Lordship.
what you are adding.
Yes, Your Lordship. I'll be speaking to the fact of, Your Lordship, there was an averment by counsel for the respondent that they are looking for the second petitioner and not investigating. I would wish to point out to this honorable
But that's what he
specific
said.
paragraphs.
But that's what he said.
Yes, Your Lordship. I'll be alluding to their replying affidavit where they indicate that he is a person of interest, as well
Yeah,
as
they have
our-
said that.
Your Lordship, the averment was that they are looking for it. Your Lordship, there's a difference between a missing person, Your Lordship, and a person being investigated for having committed a crime. That was the distinction.
You know, we really have to try and focus on why we are here. You understand the council?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Yes,
Today was meant to be a very brief day. So just let me know what you want to add. We have read this affidavit, haven't we?
Yes, Your Lordship.
We have read the inventories, haven't we?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes. So just add what you want to add instead of making a day very long. Give us your name,
I'm Mr. Abner Mango, Your Lordship.
Mr.
Abner Mango.
So I can have Mr. Mango.
Yes, Mango is fine.
It's easier.
The fruit.
So proceed, Mr. Mango.
Yes, Your Lordship, I'll be very direct and speak to what has not been. Your Lordship, just referring the court to the affidavit in support of the agency. Your Lordship, there is a miscellaneous.
Let's not go there. We read that affidavit. We are here. We are part of that agency.
It has not been spoken to. It has not been spoken to, Your Lordship. There is the second annexure. The inventory was the first one, but the second annexure, Your Lordship, to the affidavit in support of the agency, is a miscellaneous application, number E2362 of 2025. This is the affidavit dated 27th of June 2025.
So which affidavit are you looking at?
There is an affidavit in support of agency. Your Lordship, just to give you a brief background.
I have to be there before you
Yes.
give me a brief background.
I'm taking you to 27.
So I'm looking for that document.
Very well.
Don't be in a hurry. You must be looking at a different document.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Which document are you looking at?
Your Lordship,
Give me
there's
the
a
title of that document.
Yes, there's a certificate of agency filed on 27th of June, and there was a further affidavit in support of the certificate of agency.
When here, We go by the date the document
Dated
is dated.
27th of June 2025.
When is this agency dated?
27th of June 2025.
Certificate.
Yes, Your Lordship. And that is why I was giving you the background that the initial certificate was filed on 24, and having not been given any directions, another certificate of urgency was filed on the 27th of June.
And when was the application seen?
On the 27th of June 2025 is when Your Honorable Lordship gave direction. After the subsequent filing of the second certificate.
24th was which date?
24th was on Tuesday.
It was filed at what time?
24th at 9:34 a.m.
And we sit up to when?
You see? And Your Lordship, that's what prompted the
No.
Yes.
See, you seem to be saying
Yes.
we were late in acting on your application.
Yes. Yes.
So we sit up to what time?
5 p.m.
Do you know when we saw this?
on 27th.
And you know it has to be allocated.
Yes.
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 So you know when it was allocated?
On 27th. That was after the subsequent certificate.
It can be dated 24th but filed on 26th.
No. We filed on 24th.
I can easily confirm here.
Yes, Your Lordship. We
But
can
just
confirm.
check. When was
In
it
fact,
filed?
the first ground of that certificate was that we had filed on 24th. That was our first.
Who filed?
Through the firm of VRA.
It was not you. Sindio?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yeah. So you are told we file. He gave an assistant to upload. Maybe the system was down. That week we had the system was down. Yeah. So you are banning.
Your Lordship, your attention.
Wait. No, but are you able to see at what time did they upload?
27 at 12:14, 30.
And he's saying they uploaded when? That is a certificate of urgency.
Yes.
The initial petition.
On 24th of June 2025 at 8:19 p.m.
You see? So who sits at night? Don't come here and make an allegation in front of the media. You accuse us as if we don't work. So that was
Your Lordship, my
24.
apologies.
Wait, hii sijasema umefanya mbaya, only that you didn't know. So that is 24th. Then you come here and that was which day of the week? No, not 24th.
Was Tuesday.
It's on Tuesday. And then you sit from morning 8:30 up to some time before you
Your Lordship. Your Lordship, in the grounds in support, Your Lordship, there is an admission that that on 20th of June, having received intelligence and information that a timetable was circulating on social media platforms with the inflammatory messages urging members of the public to attend a protest march, the publication was traced to an ex account, Ndianguyi D, before it went viral on various social media platforms. Your Lordship, this was the account under the alleged allegation that led to 2 other citizens being arraigned before court in a miscellaneous application based on the same. Your Lordship, then, the said settlement is now supported by paragraph 6 of their response to our application motion, that it links the second petitioner, Your Lordship, to the said account, making it necessary for the second respondent to investigate and interview him further. And Your Lordship, the critical word is interview him further. So that, Your Lordship, what I'm briefly submitting before you is that on admission of the second and sixth respondent in particular, Your Lordship, and that I'll be drawing to your attention paragraph 16 and 17 of a supplementary affidavit, that the nature and circumstances surrounding the interests of the second respondent to the second petitioner is clearly alluded to. 1, in the miscellaneous application, and 2, to his ex account, that is the Ndianguyi, as well as the press briefing that has been relied upon at paragraph 16. We'll see.
That miscellaneous application number?
Court is dated 26th of June.
And had the inventory.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Which you have attached.
Which we have attached. Which Your Lordship now is materially different, as highlighted by Senior Counsel, in terms of the code, different from the one that has been presented in the replying affidavit. Your Lordship, more particularly, if you look as well as to the replying affidavit, officers. 11 and 13, under. This is the second respondent's reply in affidavit. So paragraph 10 alludes to a well-planned and coordinated plan to mobilize people, prompting the investigation to the chief. And now,
Which paragraph?
Paragraph 10. We are the second respondent's reply in affidavit. Be in court today.
So the link is where?
Is at paragraph 16.
How do I go there?
Later, as you busy.
I want to do that.
Yes.
I'm supposed to see that in court, right?
Okay.
You want me to go and do it in...
In chamber.
So you should have linked us here so that we
Very
see
well.
what you wanted us to see.
We will have made
But
prior arrangement.
I'm not saying we do that.
Very well. So, Your Lordship, I will finalize with where senior counsel, our leader, Madam Manyora, started from yesterday, Your Lordship. That it is only this honorable court, Your Lordship, by dint of Article 23(1), that is the guardrail of justice. And Your Lordship, under Article 25D of the Constitution of Kenya, which provides for rights that cannot be limited, non-derogable rights at D, includes the right to an order of habeas corpus. Your Lordship, we pray that you protect that right. Otherwise, Your Lordship, the citizenry will be left vulnerable and at the mercies of the high and mighty, and we urge this court to act with speed and uphold public confidence, the rule of law, and constitutionalism. Your Lordship, with the permission of senior counsel, she requests that Babu Owino makes his maiden presentation before court. He has just one authority that he wishes to highlight.
Thank you, my lord.
Before you go, because I wouldn't want you to be interrupted.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So you want us to insist, use his words, DCI should come here.
Yes, Your Lordship. Based on
And
the as per your orders issued on 30th day. Order number 5, compliance with order number 5.
Okay, because Mr. Babu
the first and second respondents have before your lordship obeyed the orders of this court.
the order was, Mr. Maro, and I don't want to go there. I'm just making an inquiry.
Yes, your lordship.
Because I should have started there. Where are your clients? Because that order was not ambiguous. It was probably you seek some
Your lordship, the
clarification.
order was quite express.
So just answer that question, where are your clients?
Your lordship, my clients will attend this court.
No, they were to be here at 11. So they told you they're coming at what time?
Your lordship, I have no information about which time it's supposed to be here, your lordship. Your lordship, and that is why when I was closing my submissions, I requested for more time, your lordship, so that you can conclude.
You didn't ask for more time for them to come. You didn't explain anything about the order. You only said you don't have the subject.
Your lordship, I actually did. I commenced my submissions. Yes, your lordship. And when I was actually going to respond to all the issues that my colleagues have raised, I was actually going now to close on that particular issue. I believe I still have an opportunity to address this court so that they can feed into the gaps that have been raised.
We have come here first. Very simple exercise. Mr. Mara and the rest of you. So, Babu, let me give you time. You say as much as you want to say.
Thank you very much, my lord. Before you, as we speak, my lord, to speak to the writ of habeas corpus in a case of Etrelita de Martinez versus Director General and others, that is in Philippines, and the case which was cited with approval in the case of Masood Salim Hamed and another versus the Director of Public Prosecutions, they defined habeas corpus as habeas corpus generally applies to all cases of illegal confinement or detention by which any person is deprived of his liberty or by which the rightful custody of any person is withheld from the person entitled thereto. In another case, this court said that the ultimate purpose of the writ of habeas corpus is to relieve a person from unlawful restraint. It is devised as a speedy relief from unlawful restraint, my lord. And therefore, my lord, this writ of habeas corpus is unlimited under Article 25, whatever the circumstance or whatever the situation. My lord, as I conclude, the architects of our Constitution sought to address a historical concern. And the survivors of the Nyayo regime, my lord, endured a very brutal police force that held them incommunicado without trial. And even during that time, my lord, in the case of Kanja, who was detained without trial and later on murdered, was exhumed and the body was recovered for the families to see. So it means, my lord, that even during the Nyayo era was better than the era that we have, because at the moment we cannot even get a body that we want. So it is my prayer, my lord, that this court stamps its authority and help this nation secure justice. Thank you so much, my lord.
The last word is stamp its authority and
The court to stamp its authority and help Kenyans get justice, because, my lord, despite the 5th and the 6th respondents not being present in court now, we are patient to even wait for them in the afternoon, because yesterday, according to the presser that the DCI director issued, he said that he would be in court today. Thank you.
thank you. Mr. Maro, do you have a right of reply?
Yes, Your Lordship, I have a few.
What do you want to say?
Your Lordship, I want to begin first with the authority that my good friend Babu has just.
We are not discussing the authority here.
Yes, Your Lordship, but this is very critical, Your Lordship, so that we get to appreciate.
Everything is critical. To me, Mr. Maro, there is nothing more critical than when it comes to human life.
I agree, Your Lordship.
So let's not debate. Let's just be here.
Yes, Your Lordship.
When we are going to discuss about habeas corpus, we better understand Article 125C.
Yes, Your Lordship. I appreciate that.
It cannot be more clearer than that. So let's not go there.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Just address me what you wanted to say.
Yes, Your Lordship. In the same authority that Babu just read, Your Lordship, the judge, in that very authority, the first authority, the judge said that it has been established the general burden in a habeas corpus application must be pursuant to Section 107 of the Evidence Act and remains with the petitioner.
We have not gone there.
Yes, Your Lordship. The court said this is necessary for this court to appreciate.
Which court?
The High Court, Your Lordship, that the petitioner must establish any competent and convincing evidence that the missing person on whose behalf the petition or the application was filed is under the custody of the respondent. That is what is missing, Your Lordship, here. It has not been established that indeed the second petitioner is in the custody of the respondent. Your Lordship, my colleague Mr. Mangwa said that the department of this affidavit was not at the scene of the crime. Your Lordship, my colleague has been very selective in reading the affidavit that I filed. If you read paragraph 1, I believe Mr. Mango understands this, that I am a police officer in the meaning of chapter 84 of the laws of Kenya, one of the investigating officer in this matter. He has confirmed that indeed he is the investigating officer in this matter. A lot has been said regarding annexure number 1, that is the inventory, Your Lordship. The only person, Your Lordship, with the competency to address the authenticity of that particular annexure are my clients, because they are the author of that particular annexure. At paragraph, Your Lordship, paragraph,
The only person?
my clients, Your Lordship, they are the ones who came up with that inventory. So they are the only person who can
Mr. Mara,
speak to
your
them.
respondents,
Yes.
your clients include this, the Cabinet Secretary, the Attorney General.
Yes,
So who do you have in mind?
the second respondent. At paragraph 16, Your Lordship, the affidavit that my colleagues have been reading was contested in part.
Yes?
It reads that they noticed that the copy of, we've noticed that the copy of the inventory annexed to the affidavit of Florence Muturi has omitted the caretaker as having been a witness to the inventory. So we have not looked at that particular affidavit. The only annexure, Your Lordship, that you believe is the original, and that was taken at the scene, the one that we attached. And this is annexure number 1. There is no application that has been made before this court calling the author of that.
So that inventory attached
cross-examination.
to the petitioner's affidavit is contested.
Yes, it's contested. And my colleagues, Your Lordship, are not expert in a certain.
Neither are you.
Yes, Your Lordship. That is true. So we can.
These are your colleagues.
Yes.
You are their colleagues. So none of you is competent.
That is true, Your Lordship.
That's better, well
Yes.
put.
So we cannot say that this is fake and this is original.
Mm.
Yes.
Anything else?
My senior, Mr. Willis, has again told this court that the investigations are not ongoing, and we stopped investigating the petition. Your Lordship, if you look at paragraph 20, the second petition is still under investigation. That is paragraph 20. And
Of your affidavit.
Yes, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, that is all for the respondents. Thank you.
I'm seeking the court's permission to say just one sentence.
Just a minute. Yes.
My Lord, with your permission, just to say, once the respondents admit that there is contestation of the two documents, they are indeed buttressing our case that we need the DCI and the IG here, and that the court will not be able to completely adjudicate on this matter without that. We are pleading, this being a matter touching on the life, that if it pleases the court, this afternoon would not, it's already afternoon, but late afternoon would not be too soon. We would be happy to just hang around and wait and deal with this matter to relieve the family of the anxiety. Most obliged.
Senior counsel,
Yes, my Lord.
in matters like this, I don't know how you want us to proceed. Mr. Maro,
Yes, Your Lordship.
you contest their inventory, the copy they have attached.
Yes.
They contest yours. Did you hear them?
Yes, I heard them, Your Lordship.
So, the documents attached are contested.
Yes, Your Lordship. But of importance is that they do
No,
not make that.
let's not go there.
Yes,
Those documents appear to originate from your end, your clients,
correct, Your Lordship.
both of them.
The only one that I believe originates from the clients is the one
Don't
that
be so
are attached.
defensive. It's not you.
Yes.
Don't speak as if it is you who made them. Someone made the document. We are trying to establish the truth.
That is true, Your Lordship.
They are not saying you did. They are saying someone did it. And we clearly can see. We don't require to be a professor to see that
Correct, Your
there is
Lordship.
something there.
Yes.
Who made the inventory?
It is a gentleman by the name Leonard Sigeri.
CLA.
Siale, yes, Your Lordship.
Robert, do you have that? Do I have that?
Both actually have the name.
You have their copy?
A copy of the document.
Yes, the one you contest.
I don't have, Your Lordship, and that is why I still insist.
It's in the petition. And the source is clearly where it was filed with the lower court.
Do you have it?
Not on the documents that I have.
Were you served with the petition?
I only got the motion.
You are able to get onto the CTS?
I tried your lordship this morning, and these are some of the documents that I have retrieved. Considering the timelines you gave me to comply, your lordship, I confirm even our office has not been served with that particular application. So I have to retrieve the same from the CTS.
Give him a document. Your lordship.
No, please, if you are speaking, speak through me.
Yes, your lordship. When we appeared before you yesterday, your lordship, we did allude to an affidavit of service, which was not contested. We clearly.
I'm not going to go back to service. So don't take me there. Do you have a copy of the petition, Mr. Mara?
Your lordship, I have a copy of the motion, not the petition.
I'm asking a specific question. Either you have, you don't have,
I don't have.
you don't have.
Yes.
Mr. Mango, do you have a copy of the petition?
Yes, your lordship.
Give him. Does he have the attachment? No, no, does it have? The one you are giving him?
Yes.
Just give him.
I have it, your lordship.
So you have the attachment?
Yes.
And it is theirs. We filed it in the lower court.
So the copy you have,
Yes,
That part.
seems to say, to suggest it originates from your client. Seems to.
yes, on the
Not
face of
saying-
it, your lordship.
That's what I mean. Seems to.
Yes.
Contain the same information.
Yes, but this has 7 items. And the one
Correct.
has 6 items.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they contest the one you gave
Yes.
because of one or two some, and you contest the one they have. Yes. Are they assigned by the same officers?
Your lordship, yes, they're signed by the same.
They appear to.
They appear.
Let's use the word they appear to have been signed.
Your lordship of this discovered that in which even the one I have has 7 items, has 2 pages.
There is overwriting.
Yes. Not all. Has 7 items.
There is some overwriting.
On this,
I'm just confirming before we leave here so that it doesn't, it's not said that some document was sneaked.
that is true, your lordship.
I'm referring to the document you have just been given by the petitioners.
Yes, I confirm.
Those documents are signed. They clearly show where. Then the one you have given them,
We have. your
you also
lordship.
have.
Yes.
That one you have.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Would the court allow us to clarify something about that?
No, no, no. You people said what you said. I'm
I
trying.
just-
I'm trying to figure out, senior
Yeah.
counsel.
Yeah. It's just that both documents originate from them.
No, no.
That's what I wanted
He said
to point out.
they appear. I used the word appear because I didn't want to say they came from him.
They filed it in another court.
That has been said.
Yeah.
It's on record.
Okay, thank you.
Where is the deponent of your affidavit?
Because you can't really get it.
Where is the officer who swore the affidavit?
Last I checked, the lordship, he was in court. Maybe you can even then speak for him.
When did you check with him last?
And before I got in court, I had that discussion with the officers.
He was here.
Yes.
Is he still here?
I'm not sure, the lordship.
Sergeant Samuel Itegi. Samuel Itegi, you are here?
Yes.
So your colleague say someone promised that he would be here. Did you hear that? I didn't watch. I don't watch news, so I didn't watch anything that was said.
Your Lordship, I also do not watch news. By the time the DCI was making the purported testing,
But that was after we issued an order that they should be here.
yes, Your Lordship.
So he was responding to the court order.
I am not sure if he had been served with the order, Your Lordship.
Mr. Mara,
That's why I said he'll come.
Mara, if we go that way, we are going not in a, you know, these things you are in court and you directed that they be here. So I don't know, but I'm not saying they shouldn't be served. How do you want us to proceed in view of the issue that is before us?
Your Lordship.
And in view of the fact that my order was very clear.
Your Lordship, I wish first, Your Lordship, to say that this is a very difficult matter to understand somebody is missing, and it is in the interest of both myself and my client, and even the petitioners, that the second petitioner is found.
Yes.
I hope.
And I wanted the second petition,
Yes, Your Lordship.
live or dead.
Yes, Your Lordship.
That's all I want.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it is my
They wanted with the body, I said I want him.
But it's my prayer, Your Lordship, that he be found.
So we want him.
Yes. So, Your Lordship,
When can we have him? Because someone is keeping him.
Your Lordship, that's a very difficult question posed to me. I cannot confirm on the date and time. I will only be asking for a bit of time so that I can engage my client, Your Lordship. I cannot speak on their behalf that with certainty within this period, the second petition will confirm, Your Lordship. You can give us a bit of time.
How much time? I wanted that person, whether he's dead or
Your
alive.
Lordship, as indicated from our affidavit, clearly you've seen the investigations are ongoing.
They have said their story.
Yes,
You have said your story.
yes,
I'm looking at the two stories.
yes.
Yes.
Your Lordship, in terms of time, Your Lordship, we leave the expression of the court. We cannot with certainty say that 3 or 7 days.
We are not interested in any other thing
Yes,
other than the human being.
I am also interested, Your Lordship. Yes, yes.
So when can we get to this human being?
And Your Lordship, that's something it will be very difficult for me to give.
You know, Mr. Mara, tell your clients,
Yes.
and these people, I'm also speaking to these people.
Yes,
There is no way a Kenyan will get out of his abode and vanish from this world without trace. It's not humanly possible.
that's correct, Your Lordship.
So let's stop doing drama and stick to what the constitution speaks to.
Yes,
We may not like it. We gave it to ourselves. Those are the words. And the future generation. So when can we have this person? He may be hiding, I don't know.
there's also
Yes,
that possibility.
because your clients are pursuing him.
Yes, Your Lordship.
And he has to live like an animal. So, when can I have this person in court?
Your Lordship, may be given 7 days.
Eh,
And Your Lordship, he can be found even before the lapse of 7 days.
He has been missing since
I believe
21st.
21st.
So today is 10 days. Yeah?
Your Lordship,
All we want
yes.
is this Kenyan.
Your Lordship, the moment
Where is he? Nothing more. We are not interested in drama, we're not interested in anything. There is a human being missing. So, where is he? Is he alive or dead? Just that. The response now is on me. They are asked, looking upon this court, to get this person alive or dead. And we all have a responsibility.
And Your Lordship have confirmed, and I wish to direct that.
You know, I've read the pleadings, Mr.
Yes.
Mao. Let's not go there. I've read the pleadings. Yes. We take your story, with the forcefulness it deserves. We take their story, we balance the two.
Correct, Your Lordship.
I didn't watch the video these people wanted me to watch, so I don't know what was said in that press conference. But let me make my few remarks here.
wish they could just send it. Whatever time he says, let this be the last abduction case.
Not the calendar. Calendar.
This one is redacted.